Good morning, pupils. Today we'll be learning about subtraction. Yesterday we learned about subtraction as well, but we'll be learning more about subtraction and we'll be focusing on missing numbers in subtraction. Remember yesterday I told you that subtraction means take away. There are words we use in subtraction. We use reduce, take away, remove, and so on. Now, in missing numbers in subtraction, we have two major rules to solve missing numbers in subtraction. But for the purpose of today's class, we'll be focusing on rule number one. The rule number one says when one number is given with an empty box before the answer, you will subtract the answer from the given number to get the missing number. Let's get started. So you can have a question like this. So you can have a question like 10. Okay, 10 minus. There is a box. There is a box is equal to 4. Now, we are trying to get the number, the actual number in the box. How do we get that? How are we going to get the exact number in the box? To know the actual number in the box, you have to subtract 4 from 10. That means you have to subtract the small number from the big number. So you have to count the big number first, then you subtract the small number from it. That's what it means. That is, we are going to count 10, which is the big number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you subtract it from the small number. We are being given two numbers. You are going to work on those two numbers to get the number in the box. So you are going to subtract 4 from 10. So you are going to count the big number, then you are going to subtract 4. So let's subtract 4, or let's remove 4 from it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's count the remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means 6 is the actual number in the box. It is the missing number in the box. That is how to get it. You will subtract the small number from the big number. Let's get started. Let's look at another example. Remember, because we have small numbers, that is why we just have to count it. But in the case of in the case where you have two numbers, like this big two numbers, this is two numbers, 1 2 1 2 48 and 14. You have to use your tens and units so that it will be very easy for you, because you can't start to count 48. It's going to waste time. So just have to use your tens and units. Okay, for us to know the missing number in the box, you have to subtract 14 from 48. Okay? You have to subtract 14 from 48. That means you have to put your tens, you have to put your units. Then remember I told you yesterday that the biggest number stays up. So 48, then 14. Okay? Remember to put your subtraction sign, minus sign. Okay? Now, remember I told you yesterday that you have to solve the unit part first. Unit. Let's solve the unit part first. This says we should count 8 and remove 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remove 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's count the remaining 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4. Now, when you are done with the unit parts, you have to solve the tens parts. This says we should count 4 and remove 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove 1. 1. Let's count the remaining. 1, 2, 3. Then we have 3. That means we have 34. So the missing number in 48 minus, there's a box. There is a box. Is equal to 14. This is the question. Okay? So that means the missing number is 34. The missing number is 34 because we have subtracted 14 from 48. And remember that the biggest number will be up. So let's try to solve uh, this other question. You can have question like 6 minus, then you have a box. An empty box is equal to 3. How are you going to do this? It is very simple. Remember to just subtract the small number from the big number. Count the small number. Count the big number rather. This is the biggest number. That is 6. 1, 2. So that means it is the same thing as you have to do 6 minus 3 to get what we have in the box. So we have to count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remove 3. 1, 2, 3. So what do you do after that? Count the remaining. 1, 2, 3. So that means we have 3 in the box. So 6 minus 3 will give us 3. Let's do another example. We have 8 minus, we have a big box, is equal to 2. So what are we going to do? We are going to subtract the small number from the big number. That would make it 8 minus 2. So we are going to count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remove or take away 2. 1, 2. Let's count the remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So that means the missing number in the box is 6. So 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. So let's solve this other question. 9 minus a big empty box is equal to 4. So what are we going to do? It's the same as 9 minus 4. Count 9, remove 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So remove 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So count the remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. That is the answer. So 9 minus 5 will give us 4. Okay? So always remember that when one number is given, one number, you can have, that means when one number is given with an empty box. When one number, let's do the one number, this is the one number that is being given with an empty box minus an empty box. Okay, before the answer is equal to, they've given us an answer. And the answer is 1. You will subtract the number from the given number. This number, you will subtract this number from the given number. Very simple. Subtract this number. The number here will always be a big number, will always be the biggest number. So you will subtract the answer, the number from the answer, okay? So you will subtract the answer from the given number to get the missing number. So you will subtract the answer, which is a small number, from the biggest number. So always remember to count the big number first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove what? 1. So like it's the same as 4 minus 1. So remove 1, then you have count the remaining. 1, 2, 3. So the number in the missing box is going to be 3. So 4 minus 3 is equal to 1.